Hello. Hi, everybody. This is round 2 of my stream today. I'm trying to hopefully get it to work nice and smooth so it's not as choppy as last time. Please, if you're watching, let me know in the chat if it's really choppy or if you can't hear me. On my round 1, Farmal Fanatic was in here and he said he couldn't even hear me. So please be my troubleshooters if you can. I keep still getting error messages. Even though I tried really hard, I tried cleaning off my computer, I tried fixing the video resolution and the frames per second, and it is what it is. We'll see how it works. So today's stream, I wanted to talk to you guys about what's going on down in Australia. Beautiful, beautiful Australia that I haven't even had the chance to visit yet. It's got massive bushfires, like all over the entire continent, which I'm sure all of you already know. Hi to ATVs. Welcome. Thank you. Happy belated birthday. Thanks for joining in. This is my Saturday night social hour, but I'm talking about a serious subject, but then we're going to have fun with it later. And I'm just mostly practicing my live streaming, and I'm hoping that my frames aren't super choppy and freezing and stuff. So let me know what the video looks like and if you can hear me. So Australia is having the worst time. They've had a horrible December, awful Christmas. Everything's on fire down there. Whole whole towns are burning up. And so I wanted to share with you some of the facts about the Australian bushfires. And then we'll talk about Australia in general, as well as just chat and hang out. And hopefully the stream is smooth and fine. You're welcome to ATVs. Thank you for showing up. I know it's Saturday night and lots of you are probably doing other things or busy or it's kind of dinner time, but right now my son is at hockey with my husband and my daughter is organizing the drawers in her bunk bed. So I had some free time and I thought I should practice my live stream because it was one of my New Year's resolutions was to live stream more. Hopefully everything's going fine because the last live stream I did was not so fine. So I'm just going to jump into it unless anybody else has anything to say in the chat. But I just want to say here are some of the basic facts of the Australia bushfires that I've researched so far. And this should be up to date. This was from an article about 7 hours ago. That 12 million acres of land have already been scorched over all of Australia, which is more land than the Brazil fires and the California fires combined. 12 million acres of land. It's insane. I see that my video is it buffering again and freezing? Drives me crazy. Hello, Farmal Fanatic. Can you hear me now? Thank you so much for coming. I was at your stream the other day when, holy cow, the chat was flying. I couldn't keep up. Everyone's saying hi. Hopefully this stream is smoother. So yeah, 12 million acres of land have been scorched. And currently, as of 7 hours ago, the count was over 100 blazes that were still going strong. Not to mention just the little patches of fire, but 100 big areas of fire. 500 million animals have already been killed. 500 million animals, including kangaroos and wallabies and lots of koalas, which are already kind of a threatened species, and they've had a lot of their protected habitat just destroyed. So Australia is very worried about their koala population, and they're worried that they may not ever rebound after these fires. Hello, the traveling Shintoist. Welcome and thank you for joining in. Happy New Year to you. Farmal says fire brings new life, but life has been lost for sure. Yeah. And they're saying bushfires are a normal thing in Australia. It happens every year. But this one is unprecedented because it's just so big and it's so spread out. And they're just having so much troubles trying to contain it. And it's gone on for so long that normal things they do to prevent fires, cutting back old bush and then burning that and making rings of protection. They can't even do that anymore because it's just been going on for so long. It's just surpassed that. Awesome. I'm so glad you came, Traveling Shintoist. I was at your page the other day watching your stuff. Yeah, and I'm sure probably lots of people have seen there's like a viral photo of a fireman feeding a poor little koala out of a water bottle. It's just exhausted and it's like hot and probably burned. And that picture went really viral. And then there's another picture that I saw of a koala at it's not a pharmacy, veterinarian office. And it's laying on its tummy and it has its little paws dipped in this saline or this solution to try and fix the burns on its hands and feet. And it's just laying there on its tummy with its hands and feet dipped into this solution. And it broke my heart. So animals have died, but as of today, the article that I read 7 hours ago, 23 people have also died, have been like confirmed dead. And there's a bunch of others still missing. I think the number was at 18 when I read it. 18 people still unaccounted for. Glad to be here and been watching your latest videos too. Aw, thank you. I'm glad that you're my friend. Oh dear, my daughter has cut her toe. Can you go get a wet cloth, baby, and a... Okay, sorry, she's crying on the floor. I'll be right back. Here, Abby. Tell everyone how you cut your toe. What did you do?
Well, I was going on a crack. So when I was walking out the door, my foot...
Come back here.
Mommy.
Come back here. You don't... I'm not gonna...
This. My foot went right here.
Oh, my Lord.
Mommy, my foot went right here.
Okay.
Until it blooded. It never happened.
It blooded?
To my
Okay, come here. Come here, come here, come here, come here. Put this on. Wash off the blood. Hold it on the cut. When you're all better, you can have an Elsa Band-Aid. I think she did it on purpose so she can have an Elsa Band-Aid.
No, I didn't.
Just kidding.
I forgot about the Elsa Band-Aid.
Just kidding. Okay, relax, relax. All right. This first aid break brought to you by my daughter, Abby. So distracted now. All right. So besides the loss of habitat and, I don't know if it's not forests, but bush, I guess you call it, over 1,200 homes have been reported destroyed, with probably more smaller homes that were like in the outback that have probably been destroyed. So that's another devastating blow to Australia. And somebody was trying to do the calculations, and they said if you were to put all of the fires in Australia into one just big long line, it would cross the continent of North America several times over. I think the count was at like 5 or 6. So from like New York to LA, back to New York, back to LA, that would be the line of fire if you were to line the fires up. So a lot of fires to deal with. So I feel so bad for Australia right now. Last I heard is they had a ton of volunteer firefighters helping out. I don't know the full situation. There's a lot of political stuff involved with this Australia bushfire thing too. A lot of people using it to discuss climate change. A lot of people using it to discuss how much they hate the current prime minister. So try to stay out of that. I'm not into talking about politics on my channel, but I do know that these fires are opening a lot of doors for those sorts of conversations too. Are you better, love?
Mm-hmm.
Can I have that cloth? Thank you. Okay, see, she's better. Do you want to come say hi? There's only a few people here. This is my clumsy daughter. Okay, you're going to go finish organizing your drawers?
Yeah.
Okay. She is dressed like it's August and it's 40 degrees outside. I don't know why she wears stuff like this in the middle of winter. She does want video time, Traveling Shintoist. She is like the next big YouTuber, I think. She got this little iPad. I think I said this last time. She got this like iPad tablet-y thing for kids for Christmas. And she walks around the house and like vlogs and narrates her day. And she shows people like, here's the sink and this is where we do dishes. And now I'm going to sing you a song. And watch out, world. Hello, Real Wicked Canadian. How are you? Happy New Year. Thank you so much for showing up. I am doing Multiple things right now. I'm talking about the Australia bushfires. I'm also just testing out my OBS because my last live stream was super bad. It was so choppy. I think it had to do with the memory on my computer, so I did this huge wipe on my computer. I think it's going a bit better. Let me know if I'm still freezing, but from what I see, it's okay. Awesome, everybody. I'm sure you should all know each other because I don't have that big of an audience when I live stream, but if you haven't met anybody else in the chat, make sure you go check out their channels, see what kind of videos they have to offer, and if you like what they do, make sure you subscribe to them and build up your own community. She's singing, she's fine. You are. Hello, Tina Davies, welcome! Happy New Year to you. I am testing out my streaming skills. My New Year's resolution was to do more streaming, so I'm doing it. I'm sticking to it. So let me know if it's freezing or if it's better than last time. So yeah, those were my facts about the Australian bushfires because I don't want to glamorize it. I don't want to do a stream that, rides on the coattails of these bushfires. That's not what I'm here for. I don't want to offend anybody. I just want to share some of the facts and keep that awareness in your minds that this horrible thing is happening right now. I'm sure there are ways you could donate to help the firefighting cause. If you are a firefighter, you can go down and help out in Australia. I know people from around the world have been flying down to help on a volunteer basis. I don't know if they're paying people from around the world to go down, but it's just a really horrible thing. I would love to go down and help with the animals. I would love to go to an animal shelter and help nurse these poor little koalas and baby kangaroos and all this kind of stuff. I would love to go help them. But I don't have the money. B, I can't just leave my kids. And C, I have zero skills when it comes to being a veterinarian, so I don't even think I would be that helpful. Hello, Wrestler Mania. Oh my goodness, good to see you. Welcome. Happy New Year to you. It's been a long time since I've been able to chat with you personally, so thank you for showing up. And been fair games too. Hello. Welcome, 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 and Happy New Year. We're talking about something really sad right now, but I'm going to make it more cheerful in just a moment because we're going to do a little bit of celebrating about Australia next. We're going to do a little Australia travel trivia, so stay tuned. You're all saying hello to each other, and that's awesome. Like I said, if you don't know anybody, you've never seen them before, and they're in the chat, go check out their channel, and if you like what they do, make sure you follow them. Don't just do a ghost follow. Don't just click the red button and then never ever visit them again. Make sure you connect properly, because nobody wants dead subscribers. So, on that note, I've given you all the facts about the Australia bushfires and just kind of the horrible devastation that's going on down there. And they say it's going to go for another few more months, at least. They don't see the fires going out anytime soon, which it's just awful. I feel so bad for Australia. But we need to remember that Australia is a super cool country. There's lots of things to see and do down there. They've got a really unique culture and lots of cool traditions. So I want to kind of celebrate that just so that we can remember Australia, not just for how sad it is right now, how we feel sorry for it, but let's celebrate what a cool country it is as well. So on the note, I'm going to give you question number 1, and all these travel trivia questions are going to be multiple choice out of 4 choices, and then you just have to type in the chat what you think the answer is, and then I have my phone here with the chat going, and I will pick the top person, the first person that shows up with the correct answer, and they will get a point. And I still do have my box full of Lucky Rabbit's feet that I'm totally willing to mail out to the winner. So if you win with the most points after 10 questions, and you're willing to share a mailing address with me, I will send you a prize. So I am bribing you to play this game with me. Bye, Tina Davies. Thank you so much for showing up, and you have a great Saturday. Aw, thank you, Real Wicked Canadian. If you want to hit the like button, I would really appreciate that. That would be awesome. Please don't hit the dislike button. Is it smoother? Everything seems to be smooth. Is it freezing too bad? I hope not. Huntress of the Unknown, hello, welcome. You're just in time. We're just starting the travel trivia portion of the live stream. I kind of gave everybody an overview of what's going on in Australia, if you didn't already know, which most people already know what's going on in Australia. But now we're going to start the travel trivia. In my case, it is multiple guess. Some of these are easy, and some of these are obvious, and some of these, will be a guess. I got this off of a website. I'm not taking credit for these questions, and I got most of them wrong when I went through them the first time. So, all right, question number 1. In Canada, at Easter, we like to eat a chocolate Easter bunny. In the States as well, I'm sure you guys like your chocolate Easter bunnies. What do Australians like to eat at Easter? Do they like to eat a chocolate kangaroo, a chocolate koala, a chocolate bilby, or a chocolate boomerang? So you've got kangaroo, koala, bilby, or boomerang. Those are your 4 choices. What do Australians like to eat at Easter? Thank you, Real Wicked Canadian. It feels so much better when it's not choppy and awful. I had like butterflies in my stomach before doing this. Just keeping my eye on the chat. There's quite the delay when you do OBS. They have 3 screens, the live screen, the screen that gets sent to YouTube, and then my phone screen. Woo woo, Wrestler Mania gets the first point with the answer of bilby. It's a chocolate bilby they like to eat at Easter time. If you didn't know what a bilby is, it does have long ears like a rabbit. It's similar to a rabbit, but it is a marsupial. So it looks kind of, like a raccoony monkey thing. I don't know how to explain it. You can Google it. But it's long-eared, so it's kind of the same. Spelling does not count to ATVs. As long as I can decipher what you're trying to say and you get the right answer, you're good. So it's a bilby. Australians are not a fan of rabbits. I don't know if you've ever heard the story, but I think it was the 1800s. This like weed was introduced to the country, and it took over, and it was growing everywhere, and the farmers didn't know what to do with it because they couldn't spray it without killing their own crops. But rabbits really liked to eat this plant. So rabbits were introduced to Australia because Australia didn't have rabbits before then. And the rabbits ate this plant and they were taking care of it and everything was great. But then we all know how rabbits procreate so quickly. And then instead of the plant taking over the continent, it was rabbits that were everywhere. And they had to build all these fences crisscrossing the nation to try and contain and destroy these rabbits. And it was a big thing. There's movies on it and stuff. So Australians are not a fan of rabbits. They don't celebrate rabbits at Easter time. So they chose a different animal, and it was a bilby. So there's a little story for you to share at Easter time with your friends. So that is 1 point for Wrestler Mania. And I'm just going to write your name in big letters. 2 days. It looks like how an Aussie would say it. Koala. Koala. I like that. That actually looks like a Hawaiian form of spelling koala. Koala. All right. Question number 2. So we all know how Australia was founded. Yes. British or Britain explorers, whatever, discovered the continent, and there were Aborigines living there, and that didn't matter because that never seemed to matter back in the day. And they said, this is a great hunk of land. What are we going to use it for? We're going to set up a penal colony and use it as one giant prison to send all of our criminals to. So that's kind of how Australia was founded, as a penal colony. So when you were sent to Australia as a criminal from Britain, What crime were you usually guilty of? So what type of criminal was getting sent to Australia back then? Was it for petty theft, treason, murder, or any crime, really? They were just sending any criminal they could. So did you get sent to Australia for petty theft, treason, murder, or literally anything? Those are your choices. Yeah, runny nose. My family had like the worst cold / flu over Christmas, and I managed to escape it, except I got just like a annoying runny nose. All right, Traveling Shintoist says treason. WrestlerMania says any. 2ATV says any. Philip Cochran, hello, welcome. Hate speech was not an option. Does that count as treason, I guess? Thank you for coming. I hope everything's going good. Happy New Year. Let me know if you were at the last stream, Philip, if this stream is a little less choppy, if things are better. I see it's starting to get choppy again. I'm doing the best I can. All crime, says Real Wicked Canadian. So far, nobody's got it right. The options again: petty theft, treason, murder, or any crime. So there's my hint. No one's got it right yet. Everyone's saying hello to Philip. If you haven't checked out Phil's channel, you definitely should. He's got quite the mix, but he's a really good musician, a good guitarist. So check out his stuff. So we know it's not treason, and we know it's not any crime. WrestlerMania! Here we go. Coming in for point number 2 for you. Petty theft. You literally got deported from Britain all the way across the globe to this isolated island for petty theft. Anything that was less than 50 shillings. So you didn't have to do much to get deported to Australia back then. Anything more serious than 50 shillings, so like major theft, or any crime such as treason or murder, which were considered like really bad crimes, you'd get death by hanging. So it was either get deported or get hung. So I think I would choose Australia over top of getting hung, but you didn't have to do too much to get deported to Australia back then. That is just crazy, Traveling Shintoist. You had to walk the straight and narrow line in Britain back then. Sound is picture perfect, looks like slow frame rate. Yeah, I don't know. I tried lowering the video resolution on OBS, but then it made like the screen that you guys can see, it made it only go into like one little corner. So I had to keep the resolution kind of where it's at right now. And then I changed the frame rate to 30 frames per second instead of 60 in the hopes that that would smooth it out a little bit, because 60 was taking up too much CPU. I don't know. It is better than it was before. So, Elf Lord's Journeys, hello and welcome. We are talking about Australia today. We talked about the fires, the bushfires. I kind of gave some of the facts that I know, although I'm sure most of you already know them. And now we are doing a little travel trivia, and WrestlerMania is kicking butt. Got the first 2 questions correct, and now we're on to question number 3. Sorry, I just gonna read these. I would choose Australia. Yeah, overhanging for sure. Everything was owned by the royal family back then, I think. I think so too. I should have written down what year this was, but is it the 1700s? I think it's the 1700s when Australians were being founded by England. I have to double check that. I should have written that down. No wonder why people fled to the American colonies. I know. It was insane. You just didn't have any rights back then, really. Every single year, they say they do have bushfires every year, but they say this one is the worst by far, and they're really worried that their ecology and a lot of the species that are getting like slaughtered in the fires, they're worried that it's not going to bounce back this time. So I guess we'll see. But I really hope they can get those fires under control and soon. So right now we're celebrating how cool Australia is, though, because we don't want to forget that it's such a cool country / continent. So question number 3. The largest structure built by living organisms, not man, is found in Australia. What is it? So the largest structure built by living organisms that are not human is found in Australia. What is it? Is it a gigantic termite tower found in the outback? Is it Ayers Rock? Is it a wombat burrow? Or is it the Great Barrier Reef? So, termite tower in the outback, Ayers Rock, a wombat burrow, or the Great Barrier Reef. Largest living structure built by a living creature that is not human. Hello in the woods with Wolfie. Welcome. Thank you for joining. Look, I'm keeping up with my New Year's resolution, and I'm going live again. Termites, bottle caps, ants, termites, the Great Barrier Reef. It is. Traveling Shintoist gets the correct answer for that one. Although they do have gigantic termite towers in Australia, like super huge ones. But the largest living structure built by non-human living organisms is the Great Barrier Reef. So traveling Shintoist. I totally spelled all of that wrong. Good job, Traveling Shintoist. It is the Great Barrier Reef. The Great Barrier Reef is massive. It is 135,000 square miles long, and it's made out of 2,800 separate reefs, all kind of in a row. It is threatened though, so it has shrunk a little, and they're hoping to preserve it so it doesn't shrink anymore. But it is the largest living thing made by largest structure made by living things that is not man. And hello, bottle caps. I didn't really get to properly greet you. Thank you for joining. Look at me, live twice in 1 week. I answered before I heard the choices. Oh well, Fjord's Journey. Once you heard Great Barrier Reef, you're like, oh, that was it. I'm having a revolution for the new year too. Yeah. About what though? Mine is I don't want to clean the house. Destinations Chronicles, hello and welcome. Thank you so much for coming. I don't even know how many people do I have in here. 11, holy cow. Happy Saturday night to everybody. It feels good to be live again. And it feels good to be live in a stream that's not constantly freezing. Although it's not the smoothest, but it's better than it was. Although looking right at it now, it's choppier than it was earlier. I give up. I'm going to start doing a stream where there's just like a picture of a happy face in the middle and all you can hear is me chattering away. And then you won't know that my image is choppy, right? Sorry, I keep looking to the side because there's like a bunch of people walking down our sidewalk. People that don't normally walk down our sidewalk, and you can clearly see into this room when the windows are open. So everyone is looking up and staring at me as I talk to my computer. It's a little awkward, and there's like nobody ever walks down this street, and there's about 20 people that have just walked past. It's weird. Do we have to drink when we win or lose on this game? Oh, don't tempt me. I would be drinking with you because it's Saturday night and I should have a glass of wine, but it's probably not appropriate to ask my 5-year-old daughter to go down and pour me a glass of wine. There's like 3 more people just walk past. Is there a parade I don't know about? I am all for that. Okay, well, you guys drink. I'll just do the live stream and then I will go drink after. Unless my husband gets home and pours me one. Play with your rabbit ears, your internet sucks. Yeah, it could be the internet. I did clear off probably 100 gigabytes off my computer last night. I got an external hard drive and I put all of my Down the Rabbit Hole videos onto there because I was just storing them on the computer before. And so that freed up a lot of space. So I'm thinking that helped a little bit with making the stream smoother, but it's still choppy. Anyways, we can wait till you get your glass of wine. It's all the way downstairs. We'll do one more question, and then I'll have a break and get my wine. Okay, so question number 4. This is an unsolved mystery kind of question for those of you that like the macabre. See, it is choppy. Sorry, I will not look at the other side right now because it's distracting me. Okay, question number 4. Australian Prime Minister Harold Holt disappeared in December of 1967 doing what? He was just doing some everyday activity and he disappeared. Was he running a marathon? Was he swimming in the ocean? Was he taking a helicopter tour? Or was he hiking in the outback? So how did Australian Prime Minister Harold Holt disappear in December of 1967? Running a marathon, swimming in the ocean, taking a helicopter tour, or hiking in the outback? Hello, McGee Films. Welcome. See, I'm busy chatting and I missed you coming in. Hello and thank you for showing. Happy Saturday. Hiking. No. Chopper tour. No. WrestleMania finally gets one wrong. Happiness and Sweet Tea. Hello. Welcome. How are you? Thank you for showing up. Hello. Happy Saturday. Oh, the traveling Shintoist slides in with another answer, and now he is tied with WrestleMania. It was swimming in the ocean. Traveling Shintoist. Yes, so Mr. Harold Holt, about a month before, had already had a close call in the ocean and had to be rescued, and decided to try it again, and he went out diving at high tide, and he dove into the water, and he was never seen again. So they think probably got sucked in by like a riptide and like pulled out to ocean. But yeah, not a good track record with swimming in the ocean for that poor man. So yeah, he disappeared in the ocean. Good job, traveling Shintoist. Doing the backstroke. I don't even think, he didn't even get to. He just went in and like a water slide, sucked out to the ocean. Unsuccessful swimming. Crocodile Dundee. A dingo ate him. A dingo ate my baby. Oh, you guys are hilarious. Jaws got him. Was Jaws set in Australia? I don't think so. It was in the States, wasn't it? It's been a long time since I saw that movie. You're headed to dinner. Okay, well, thank you for coming. I'm glad that you were able to stop by and say hello and enjoy your dinner. I haven't eaten anything yet, so if I have that glass of wine, things will get interesting. Swallow him whole, could have been. He was never seen again. Okay, so we've got 2 points for Traveling Shintoist and 2 points for WrestleMania. And the rest of you need to pick up the pace, hey? Jaws was on the U.S. East Coast. Yes, I thought so. Okay, question 5. So way back in 1856, this is as political as my channel is ever going to get, okay, bottle caps? Back in 1856, Australia upped its democratic game and became the first nation to allow what during elections? Okay, so they were the first nation in the world to allow this during elections. Was it write-in nominations, so like writing in a nomination? Was it secret ballots? Was it vote recounting? Or all of the above? Were they like really on point? So Australia was the first nation in the whole world to allow write-in nominations, secret ballots, vote recounting, or all 3 of those things. Those are your choices. Oh, WrestleMania is gonna leave. Traveling Shintoist, you have a chance to get ahead. Thank you for coming, WrestleMania. It was so good to talk to you. In the Woods with Wolfie says all of the above, all of the above, all of the above, write-ins, all of the above. Can we win for most wrong answers? You know what? I would send you a rabbit's foot if you wanted 2 ATVs. It's your birthday still, pretty much. All of the above. WrestleMania sticks around long enough to get one more right answer, and the answer is indeed secret ballots. So, you know, in like old movies when they show people voting and there's a bunch of like pompous British men sitting around going, yay, nay, and they're just yelling out their opinion? That was literally how people used to vote for their leading politician. They would say yay or nay when it came to the name, and they would have to say their opinion publicly. Australia decided that wasn't very cool, and so they actually introduced the secret ballot where you could write what you wanted on a piece of paper and submit it anonymously. They were the first country to ever do that. That was in 1856. And after that, the rest of the world was like, hey, this is a good idea. And so they started copying that, and they called it a kangaroo vote. So if you ever hear the term kangaroo vote, it just means a secret vote. And I'm buffering. And that all came from Australia. No, don't let me freeze. Can you guys still hear me, or is it just my face that's frozen? It says no data. I'm still here. Still here. Come on. Stupid thing. Okay. Can you hear me yelling? Still here, still here. Oh, this is so frustrating with this internet. Encoding overloaded. What does it mean when it says encoding overloaded? Because I do want to say hello to Our National Adventure once I stop freezing. I'm trying to live stream more Our National Adventure, and this is not making me want to when I freeze all over the place. And White Feather Grow, hello and welcome to my buffery, choppy stream that was going fine until a few moments ago. And my daughter is singing at the top of her lungs. Okay, sorry, I'm just going to write WrestlerMania here. Avi. 1 second. One second. There. Is it still choppy? Nice when your face freezes with a weird look on your face. I know, it always chooses the most unflattering moment to freeze. I should just like make random weird faces and then see which one it freezes on. Be kind of a game. Your video is choppy, your audio is perfect. Okay, so you could hear me yelling, I'm still here, I'm still here. I just refreshed and there's a big lag in the chat as well. Oh, I don't know. Bottle caps, come to Alberta and fix my stream. I don't know how to do it. Could be other people in the house using the internet. No, my husband is at hockey with my son, and my daughter is singing her face off in her room playing with the Princess Castle. So I've shut down everything on my computer except for the internet and OBS. I spent all of last night clearing out like 100 gigabytes of stuff off of my computer so my CPU wouldn't be like, or my memory wouldn't be used up. I watched a few tutorials on OBS and I put all the settings where they said I should have it. I don't know. I don't know what's going on. And I just need somebody to come fix it for me because I'm not techie enough to do it myself. Until then, I appreciate all of you sticking it out with this horribly choppy stream. And let's move on to question number 6 while this is still not frozen. So question number 6, let's get into a little Australian slang. What is a Matilda in Australian slang? What is a Matilda? Is it a girl, a dance, a bedroll, or a kangaroo? A girl, a dance, a bedroll, or a kangaroo? What is a Matilda? Turn off your laptop, turn on your cell phone. I'm using my cell phone for the chat though. Encoding overloaded. Meaning your computer can't encode your video fast enough to maintain the settings you have it set to, which will cause video to freeze for a few seconds. Periodic stuttering. So what settings do I need to have it on? Destinations Chronicles. StreamYard. Yes, I'm thinking OBS might be for my computer. It might be too hard. Girl, mother kangaroo, girl. I'll do StreamYards next time, Alflord, and see if that makes a difference. And if it does, then I'm taking OBS off of my computer. Although I really like the screen. But it's better to have a not choppy stream than fancy screens, I guess. Isn't it a girl? It is not a girl, McGee Films. I mean, it's a name for a girl, and it is a really good movie about a girl with extrasensory powers. It's not a girl, though. This is slang, right? Not proper names. This is slang. So what is a Matilda? I'll go again. A girl, a dance, a bedroll, or a kangaroo? A girl is a Sheila. That is correct, Bottle Caps. I did not put that in the questions because I thought that would be too easy. Means your settings are too high for your PC to handle. Okay. Have to look into that a little more. I thought I had it. I thought I had it this time around because I watched a bunch of tutorial videos. So we know it's not a girl and we know it's not a kangaroo. So your other two choices are, is it a dance or is it a bedroll? It's not a donkey. Donkey's not a choice. StreamYard on a cell phone works perfect. It's not a dance, Philip Cochran. It's not a dance. Which leaves only one option, and you guys have to race to type it in first so you can get credit for the answer. It's not a dance, the traveling Shintoist. British have funny names for things. Every country has funny slang for stuff. It's fun kind of discovering the different words people use for things. There we go, McGee Films got it. It's a bedroll of all things. It is a Matilda. So when you're tired and you want to have a nap and you're hiking in the outback, you're gonna lay on your Matilda. Sounds real bad. McGee Films coming on the board with 1 point. So the origin is it's from a song from 1845 called Waltzing Matilda, and it is about a guy wandering through the outback with his bedroll slung over his shoulder, and he's just walking along, waltzing with his Matilda. I don't know. It was one of the weirder slang terms that I could find that I thought you guys might get a kick out of. So good job, McGee Films. You are on the board with 1 point. So we've got Wrestler Mania with 3 points, The Traveling Shintoist with 2 points, and McGee Films with 1 point. It seems to be streaming kind of okay now, slow and choppy, but at least not freezing. So question number 7. What is so unusual about Kakadu National Park? So what is so unusual about Kakadu National Park? Is it because it is jointly managed by Aborigines and the Australian government? Is it because it's the only home to crocodiles in the nation? Is it because it's all underground? Or because it's smaller than a city block? So jointly managed by Aborigines and Australian government, only home to crocodiles, all underground or smaller than a city block. What's so strange about Kakadu National Park? Dancing Matilda was a kangaroo in Australia. Oh, so they named a kangaroo after a bedroll? Do you know what a pram is? Is a pram like a baby carriage? I watched a lot of Monty Python growing up, so I do know some of the weirder slang. I missed all so far. Do I win? Aw, 2 ATVs. At least, hopefully, you're learning. So when the fires finally get put out in Australia and we can all go visit again, you'll know so much stuff. You'll feel like a local. Traveling Shuntuist says, jointly managed. That is the correct answer. Underground would be so cool, wouldn't it? If there was an entire national park underground. Sadly, that's not the answer. The answer is that it is jointly managed by Aborigines and the Australian government, who traditionally didn't really get along. So that was kind of the strange thing, is that they both decided to govern this park together, which is good. It's good for everybody. The other cool fact about this park, and this is why I threw this park in there, is it also houses a uranium mine. There is a uranium mine in Kakadu National Park. So I thought that was kind of cool. So that goes to Traveling Shintoist, who is tied now with Wrestler Mania with 3 points each, and McGee Films on the board with 1. Oh, really? I knew there was more like, oh, Monty Python. Love it. When I was teaching junior high, we had a tradition, probably for a 7-year time period, where every Christmas, on that last day before Christmas holidays, other classes would be watching Christmas movies. And in my classroom, we watched Monty Python and the Search for the Holy Grail. And we had, I think I've converted an entire generation of students around here into Monty Python. One year for Christmas, my EA and I dressed up as King Arthur and Patsy. So she hollowed out a coconut, and I dressed as King Arthur, and I ran around the hallways with my hand like this, pretending to ride a horse, and she went along behind me, clapping the coconuts. It was the best Halloween costume ever. I loved it so much. Monty Python's awesome. We were watching Call the Midwife. Oh, I saw that on Netflix. I haven't watched it. Is that any good? I'll write that on my list, Elflord's Journey, if it's a good one. Okay. Question number 8. Ugh. If anyone has had Vegemite, I don't know. I am not a Vegemite fan. Vegemite is kind of nasty. But if you like Vegemite, you might know this answer. Question 8. What is Vegemite made from? Is it made from corn? Is it made from vanilla? Is it made from calf liver? Or is it made from yeast? What is Vegemite made from? Corn, vanilla, calf liver, yeast. Let me know what you think in the comments below. Life of Brian is my favorite. Yeah, that one's a good one too. So many quotes I could say right now, and all I can think of are the inappropriate ones. But I like when the Roman guy makes him rewrite his graffiti 100 times because he used like the wrong conjugation of the verb. And they make him write it 100 times on the wall. Oh, such a good movie. And Destinations Chronicles slides in first. Good for you. It's made out of yeast. I mean, so is bread, and I like bread, but Vegemite does not taste like bread. Destinations Chronicles. Yes, it's made out of brewer's yeast, which apparently is very healthy for you, and malt extracts, and as a result, it tastes very salty. When we were in Europe, I think we were in Paris, and I don't know why they were serving Vegemite, but somebody spread it on a piece of toast for me, and they told me it was like a jam, so I shoved a whole bunch in my mouth, because I like jam, and it was Vegemite, and I almost barfed. I am not a Vegemite fan, especially when I get tricked into eating it. So, good job, Destinations Chronicles. Vegemite is made from brewer's yeast. Hard for my mind to stay peachy. No, is it freezing again? Can you still hear me? Ah, still here. Stupid, stupid OBS. Just have 2 more questions to do. And I'm frozen on such a serious face, too. Error sending my message even. Oh, please don't go, everyone. Still here. Waiting. Come on. And is it done? Big wheels keep on turning. Oh. Oh. Am I back? It's back. And it typed 1,000,000 times. Oh, yay. There, I'll just type that. Oh, yay. Well, thanks McGee Films for coming. Hopefully this is the last time it does that, because I only have 2 questions left. Just 2 measly questions. It's back, kind of. Let's try to finish, can't type, the last 2 questions. Silly thing. All right, there's 3 viewers. 3 people are sticking it out. Thank you. I'm just going to finish the 2 questions so we can get done, hopefully. Question number 9. When you go Troppo or get mango madness, it's because of what? So when you're in Australia and if you go Troppo or get mango madness, it's because of what? Because you're watching a really close cricket match. It's because you're sweaty and hot before monsoon season and you're just cranky. Is it because you are suffering from a malaria outbreak? Or is it because there is a lunar eclipse? What is making you go Troppo? If you can hear me, if this stupid stream is working. This is so frustrating. Like, this is beyond frustrating. Watch my frustrated faces. Oh, this is so annoying. Let's see, my chat isn't working here. That's okay, Elf Lord. It's not even letting me type. Might just have to quit. You're back, am I? I can't tell. I'm in limbo land here. Just watching that circle go round and round. I appreciate you all trying to watch this, trying to stick it out. I have no idea if you can hear it. It's like we can see the future. Oh my god. Oh. I'm not going anywhere. Aw, thanks, traveling Shintoist. I can't tell, like, where you guys are at. I feel like I'm so ahead. And there's so much lag. This is so bizarre. Yeah, I don't even want to talk. I want to let you guys like catch up to me. Sweaty. Oh, you did hear it. You did hear the question. Okay. Sweaty, malaria. Oh, it's working. So excited. And the answer is sweaty. Destinations Chronicles got it. It's because you're sweaty and hot and cranky right before monsoon season. Police actually can predict that there's going to be more people in jail for fighting and I don't know, like battery and assault and that sort of thing, because people just like lose their minds right before monsoon season because of the temperature and the humidity. And it also coincides with the mango ripening season in the southern spring, so that's why they call it Mango Madness. All right, so we're back, sort of. Might as well type in all the answers. Well, Destinations Chronicles got it first on my chat. So that's 2 points for Destinations Chronicles. Although the Traveling Shintoist is still ahead, I believe, with 3. 1, 2, 3. Yes. Tied with WrestleMania, but I think WrestleMania is gone. So Traveling Shintoist, you have a chance to catch up. It's okay, Philip. We'll figure it out. I'm gonna still stick to my New Year's resolution to try and go live more, but I'm gonna take Elf Lord's Journey's suggestion and go with Streamlabs. Yes, there's a huge lag, Traveling Shintoist. I just want to get through all 10 questions. I'm stubbornly sticking it out so I can do all 10 questions with you guys. So, question 10. Last one, and then this nightmare can end for all of us. What animals appear on the Australian coat of arms? These are all very typical Australian animals. Is it the crocodile and the bandicoot? Is it the koala and the wallaby? Is it the red kangaroo and the emu? Is it the platypus and the Tasmanian devil? So crocodile, bandicoot, koala, wallaby, red kangaroo and emu, or platypus and Tasmanian devil. Your guess is as good as any's. There is a reason why they chose the 2 animals that they did choose, and I'll explain it to you after. So you just have to guess what animals are on the Australian coat of arms. Well, now it seems to be like kind of okay. This is so bizarre. We've got the koala. Sorry, Philip. Nope. I'm back. Yay, I'm back. I just don't understand why it does that out of nowhere. We'll figure it out. So Philip guessed koala. That's not right. So we've got crocodile and bandicoot, koala and wallaby, kangaroo and emu, platypus and Tasmanian devil. Hello, Jolly Heart TV. Thank you for coming. This stream has been like up and down. It's been freezing. It's been fine. It's all over the place. And we're on question 10 of my Australian travel trivia. So we'll see. Maybe we can finish the last question. Maybe I'll freeze. It's anybody's guess. My family in Australia left in November. Oh, good. So they are safe. Yeah, at the very beginning of the stream, we talked about the bushfires and just how devastating they've been. It's just awful, and I wish I could help. I wish I could be there and help somehow. Kangaroo and emu. Philip Cochran, you got it. It is the kangaroo and the emu. Phil's on the board. And the reason they chose the kangaroo and the emu, they're not just like randomly picked. It's because neither animal can walk backwards very easily. They can walk backwards a tiny bit, but it's awkward and stumbly, and so they don't typically walk backwards. So that's representative of Australia's forward progression. So that's why they chose those two animals to be on their coat of arms. My brother and his wife are still there. Oh, are they anywhere near the fires? I mean, the fires are everywhere, but are they in immediate danger? Have they been evacuated? That's so scary, Jolly Heart. Crocodile and what? The bandicoot. You have to Google that one. Lots of strange animals in Australia. And hopefully all these species can recover from the bushfires. Okay, so before I freeze again, because I see it's starting to buffer, I need to count up the points. So we've got Wrestler Mania with 3 points, Traveling Shintoist with 3 points, Destinations Chronicles with 2 points, and McGee Films and Philip Cochran with 1 point. And I'll let Wrestler Mania know that they had 3 points, but Traveling Shintoist, you are the winner tonight of the Australian Travel Trivia. Good job. Keep smiling and don't blink. We won't know the difference. I'll just sit like this the whole time. My girlfriend is in the Sydney area, but she says the fires are far enough away from her. Oh, good. So she is safe too. There's a lot of people in here right now that actually have friends and family in Australia. I hope everybody stays safe. Hey, Dwayne. Welcome. We're almost done. It's been a roller coaster of a live stream. My internet is still being poopy. But we made it. We made it through the hour. Yay, Traveling Shintoist. So if you want a lucky rabbit's foot, ooh, I don't know where I put them. They're in my basement. They are like little fuzzy, multicolored rabbit's feet, and then they've got a little keychain on them. And they come in purple and blue and green and brown and pink and orange. And I will send you a lucky rabbit's foot to put on your keychain if you like. You can just, if you're comfortable sending me some sort of mailing address, you can send it to me on my email, which is downtherabbithole@gmail.com. And I can send you a nice little card and a lucky rabbit's foot in the mail if you like. You don't have to if you're not like wanting to give me an address. That's totally understandable. I'm not a weird stalker. I won't send you like arsenic or whatever that powder is. I'll just send you a rabbit's foot. But if you want, just send me an email and I will send you one. I got one of her rabbit's feet. It's still, oh, here we go. It still had the bones in it. I told her not to buy the cheap ones from China. There's no bones. It's hot glue. Sure, that would be cool. Oh, yay! Okay, so Traveling Shintoist wins a small token of my appreciation for sticking it out with this stream. Off to see Jim Cuddy live. Ooh, have fun, Dwayne. You always get to go see so many live shows. Lucky duck. Mine's purple. Are there purple rabbits? After much glasses of wine, yes, there could be purple rabbits. ATV got 10 points for the lose. 2 ATVs. If you want a lucky rabbit's foot for getting all the questions wrong, you can send me an email as well. I would be more than happy to send you a rabbit's foot, for sure. I bought like a big crate of them, so everybody can have a lucky rabbit's foot if they want. Just send me your address so I can ship it to you. I hope everyone is safe in Australia. I do too. I think 7 hours ago when I read up on it, it had said 23 people have died so far and others are still missing. I think that count was at 18. So hopefully they find those people. But yeah, it's awful. I wanted to do a stream to kind of raise awareness, although I'm sure everybody already knows about it, but just to spread a little information. I know there are places where you can donate to help, like you can donate to animal shelters down there. They're taking care of all the koalas and kangaroos and stuff that they find and trying to rehabilitate them. If you are a firefighter, they're taking volunteer firefighters. I don't think they're paying them quite yet, but I mean, you can go help save Australia. But I just encourage anybody to try and help if they can. And if not, just keep Australia in your thoughts and prayers. And thank you so much for participating in my Australian travel trivia. You never got your rabbit's foot in the woods with Wolfie? Okay, can you send me your address again? I know I sent it to you, but I will send you another one. Aw, that sucks. Somebody out there's got your rabbit's foot. Arson is bad, spread the word. And Elf Lord's Journeys is green. Oh, I've sent a lot of you rabbit's feet. And Bottle Caps smells funny. Are you sure it's the rabbit's foot, Bottle Caps? Or not just like the hand holding it? Just kidding. All right, everybody. It's been an hour and I'm not frozen. And so I think I'm going to try and end the stream on a good note where I'm not making a weird face frozen with the wheel spinning. So I hope everybody has a happy Saturday night. Have a great weekend. Thank you for joining in and playing some travel trivia with me. And I'm going to hope to do it again next week with Streamlabs. So I hope you all have a wonderful night. Thank you so much. And bye-bye. End stream.